Hope everyone can see my screen. If else, you can react. And is my voice audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Oh, firstly, I welcome you all to the session two of Innovate Design Inspired, a product design club in collaboration with ESL IIT Madras for the CFI Summer School. And I'm Tarini, one of the coordinator of Product Design Club. And yeah, so we are going to discuss about design thinking and ideation techniques today in our thing. Moving on, a minute. There is a problem with my screen sharing. Yeah. So today we are going to cover the topic on introduction to design thinking. What what is design thinking? From the basic understanding of design thinking to deep understanding of design thinking, we'll discuss and what are the phases involved in design thinking and what are the different ideation techniques we are going to use in design thinking process. So moving on to introduction to design thinking. So what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you think the word design thinking? So you can use your chat box or question and answer session to answer. And yeah, what is the first thing that you think of design thinking? You can type in the chat box. Uh, Anything is fine. Anything that comes to your mind. You can speak about design thinking. So why do we need to use this design thinking? Why do we need to understand about this design thinking? Come on, guys, type anything. Uh,
Hey, I think
so we
the
want
chat is not open.
chat is not open. Question
Yeah,
and answer session.
both are not open.
Um, They are open. Like I'm getting that they are open. Can you check it once? No.
Guys, if the chat is not open, can you guys react? Yeah, chat is not open.
Okay. Now, are you able to see? Nandini, is it open now?
I can see the chat, but the guests are not able to access it.
Oh, I
Is it open,
just
guys?
a minute,
React if it
guys.
is open.
Yeah,
Okay.
is it open?
It is not open. It is not open. Just check once any setting so that.
Yeah, I gave option open, but I don't know why it keeps people. Just a minute, guys. Sorry for the inconvenience. Can you use the chat now?
No, they can't use the chat.
Yes.
Guys, check if the question answer panel is on. If it is on for you, then like send a response through that.
I'm really sorry for the inconvenience. I guess now you can unmute yourself when needed. So when I ask a question, just raise a hand. I'll unmute the one and you can just speak. Continue. So we'll continue with our presentation. Yeah. Introduction to design thinking. So yeah, what is design thinking? And why do you think this is important? So yeah, let's move on to what is design thinking. Design thinking is a human-centered approach to innovations that integrates the needs of people, the possibilities of technology, and requirements for business success. So there are many complex words here like integrates the needs of people, possibility of technology, etc. So to simplify it, design thinking is basically a process done by humans. It all depend on their mindset and how the person is going to approach the problem, how they are trying to solve the problem by the possibilities of technologies they have around and requirements of business around them. So, yeah, this is design thinking and simple words. So, this design thinking is really not a new concept. It was there back from centuries and even longer too. But but it gained more popularity in the modern business world after the Tim Brown, who was the CEO of IDEOS, a company uh, on design thinking. So this Tim Brown, the CEO of IDEO company, had published a article about design thinking in Harvard Business Review. So it became really more popular in the business world after that. So as I mentioned, the company IDEO. So anyone know the company IDEO before? Basically IDEOs. So this is the company help the world's leading organizations to make future. It was the company who introduced how design can set you apart, help you grow, solve your targets, challenges in this modern business world. So this is one of the top company in the field of product design, which makes many fast products starting from the children playhouse to the Sony gadgets. So this is a really famous company. Uh, so why do you think design thinking is important? We'll get to know that answer later in our slides after knowing all these things. And yeah, coming to design thinking, it is also a non-linear iterative process that teams use to understand users, challenge the assumptions, redefine the problems, and create innovative solutions to prototype and test. As I mentioned, as I mentioned in the slide, it is a process that goes through all the phases. Uh, I guess someone unmuted the mic. Can you please mute it? Yeah, thank you. So, design thinking is different from other innovations and ideation process. Why do you think it's different? So, other ideation process or the other techniques mainly see the problem. They are solution based, like they need a
Mm.
solution. Sorry, someone unmuted the mic.
Nandini, if you want, you can mute everyone. We have shared a Slido link in which they can ask the questions or answer they want to give. It is there in the chat box. You can see that.
Yeah, okay. Then I will mute everyone.
Yeah, that would be better. Everyone can see the Slido link in the chat
Um,
box, right? React if you can see. Yeah, cool. So whenever you have a question,
Oh, I think you are on mute. Just a minute. Can you unmute now?
yeah, yeah. So in between the session, if anyone have any queries or doubt, please type it out on the Slido. Tarani will see the questions in between the session and will try to answer all the questions possible. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay. We'll continue with that. Oh, yeah. As I just told, it's a non-linear iterative process which we can use to understand the users. And yeah, design thinking is different from other innovations. Like this is purely based on solutions and user centric rather than the problem based. Sorry. So it's about the person behind the problem and solution who requires to ask the questions like who will be using the product, how will the solution impact the users. So keeping these two questions in mind, we can just make a design that is really useful and need which is needed by all of the users. Then next we'll move on to a quick question. Okay. How does design thinking differ from other problem solving approaches? As I just mentioned. So can anyone answer this question? How does design thinking differs from traditional problem solving? Please post your answers in this in the link given in the chat box. Yeah, someone answered it works on basis of need and innovation. Uh, yeah, it will slide similar to it. Come on, guys, I need more responses. Please do respond. Sure, Vashne, do you have any problem? Like you raised the hand. Please answer in that slide go, guys. Yeah, someone answered it's more consumer centric. Yeah, it's mostly based on human centric than consumer centric. Say. Problem solving is tackling a problem's design thinking based on platform or outline upon which applied solutions are most effective. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, traditional problem solving is focused on solution oriented, where design thinking is based on empathy, innovation. Yeah, this is a nonlinear and more relational and fluid. it focuses on user experience. Yeah, I got a lot of responses on that. So, to give a brief clarity on it, so design thinking is mostly based on uh, what can I say? Like human centric. It is design thinking mostly focus on the needs of the users, where the traditional thinking mostly focus on the needs of the business. And yeah, this is one of the uh, main reason. And as someone mentioned, it is a where traditional thinking is linear process, where this is non-linear process goes through empathy, emotion, ideation, that things. And yeah, design thinking is well suited to solve human problems, where traditional thinking mostly helps in solving technical issues and it helps in building solution after knowing the problem. Where in design thinking, we observe, explore, and then make a solution. So these are mostly some main common differences between design thinking and traditional problem solving approach. And yeah, next we'll move into phases of design thinking. So some of you may have idea on phases of design thinking. So the phases of design thinking includes empathize, which understand the user needs, define, where we reframe the problem, ideate, where we generate creative solutions, and prototype, where we bring ideas into life, and test, where we test a product. So these are the five main phases in design thinking. And yeah, one thing to keep in mind is that this process is not always linear. So as I wrote, empathize in first, define in second. You may think, okay, first phase of design thinking is empathize and then define, then ideate, like that. But it's not. Like when we are solving a problem, we first go through one phase, and then when we go to another phase where we check all the things and we check again we'll check the previous phase is satisfying its needs or the thing we told for like yeah if we go to empathize if we go from empathize phase to ideate phase where we ideate something and then make a prototype of that again in that prototype we may come back to define phase. So is the core problem statement of our customers is defined in that prototype or not. So yeah, this is not a linear process, which leads to repeat an earlier stage as we go further. For this reason, the design thinking approach is often referred as nonlinear and iterative process. And yeah, let's move on to empathize phase in design thinking. So, okay, what do you understand by empathize? Empathy is the foundation of design thinking. It involves gaining a deep understanding of user needs, desires, and challenges. So, this is the first and arguably most important step of design thinking to- in building empathy with users. If someone texted, please repeat the cycle. Uh, can you please specify where you have doubt? Like I just told, it's a non-linear process. Like there is no fixed steps going on. First you have to follow this step and next you have to follow this step. So you may come back after going through some steps and just look back what you defined in the second step of your process and fourth step of your process, like that. uh, you'll get more clarity when I start saying these things, and I'll give you some examples too. Oh, yeah. As I told, empathy is the foundation of design thinking. Like in empathize phase, mainly we concentrate on user needs. We understand how the person is affected by the problem. We observe how the person uh, is dealing with the problem, and then we find an impactful solution in this empathize phase. So, okay, can you suggest me any examples for this? Like, okay, for example, I'll take uh, Amazon or Flipkart, etc. apps. So it will be difficult for us every time to go to shop and buy things. So where they understood this point and started delivering to home, and which are like really became famous in these days. And not only this Amazon, Flipkart things, we really have a app called Blinkit nowadays, which is becoming more popular, which delivers app for things in. Okay, is it fine now? Is my voice clear now? Uh, is it fine now? Like, please English still. Okay, it's fine now. Thank you. So yeah, uh, like Blinkit, which is becoming more popular nowadays. Just a minute then. I'll check my internet connection. Am I audible now to everyone? Yeah. So we have this app called Blinkit, which delivers go things we need in minutes compared to Amazon and Flipkart. So some people may need some groceries or something very quickly. So this Blinkit is becoming more popular. Like you can also come up with some more examples like this. So can you give some examples? Yeah, someone texted Lenskart make glasses affordable and reachable for the masses. Yeah, that is also an example. Can I expect more problems? Like, yeah, cab aggregators like Ola, Uber, Rapido, really, they also understand the uh, pain point of users. Like, uh, users not needed to wait for long time for the buses or something, so they can book this app and go. Yeah, someone gave Mintra. Yeah, this is also a better Zomato food delivery app. Yeah, this is also a nice example. Mm, yeah, audiobooks. These are also some good examples. But yeah, next, these are some examples. So the techniques we use in this empathize phase are such as user interviews, observation. These user interviews and observation are really essential in this phase. So empathy is all about understanding the users. Someone asked how is empathy phase related to products and services that are not yet in the market and user is not aware of such products can exist. Like first iPhone. Uh like empathy phase doesn't relate to the users like products. Like it gains the information from users. Like if a user need a phone, okay, you just texted like first iPhone. Like uh iPhone company like Apple may uh have a team of users, and they might be having some questions or something. Like might be asking users what are the problems they are facing with their current phones, what are the things we have to develop. So someone may be telling like if there is a smart touch it will be a better option. So yeah, like that we can just relate. Okay, we have prototypes, right? Even the first iPhone. We are still in empathize phase. We'll move to prototype in a bit later. Okay. Next, we'll go to define phase, where we reframe the problems. In define phase, the focus is on synthesizing the information gathered during the empathize phase. So in empathize phase, we may get lot of uh, problems or queries from the users or lot of suggestions to modify from the users. Someone texted that, well, I guess everything doesn't need an empathy phase. Something can be just all together new concept. Mm, not, I'm like, I can't tell it's 100% correct. And I guess every product need an empathy. Like, we should, if, uh, if we want our product to be popular in the market, I guess we need an empathy phase, which is where we prepare products according to the user needs. So, yeah, where and how should I collect all the data for empathy phase? That's what I told. In empathy phase, we collect data from users or a group of people. Like take a mobile phone or service exactly. Take a mobile phone or smartphone. Like users may be using a mobile phone or something before. They want to modify it. Like they don't want the buttons, they want smart screen, etc., etc. So from that we can make possible. Then yeah, now let me continue with define phase. In define phase, the focus is on synthesizing the information gathered during the empathize phase to define the core problem statement. So, in define phase, we really synthesize the information we gathered from all the users and the people around us, and we'll just synthesize and make a core problem statement. Like, uh, let's take again Blinkit. So people may go like they may get many reviews or many suggestions to change, but the core problem statement they defined is time. They can deliver in minutes, not in days or hours. They can deliver in minutes. That's the core problem statement. So this phase sets the stage for subsequent ideation and solution development. So this phase, as I mentioned here, this phase sets a subsequent ideation and solution development. Next, we'll move into ideate phase. So here in ideate phase, we generate creative solutions. We generate solutions for the problem statement. Uh, like we here, as I mentioned in the slide, this ideate phase involves brainstorming and generating a range of creative solutions to address the defined problems. So we use techniques like brainstorming, mind mapping, and scramble, etc. in this ideation phase. So which we learn more in coming slides. So here the problem we'll just refine the problem statement and we'll just start thinking ideas about it. So here the goal is ultimately to overcome cognitive fixedness and devise new and innovation ideas that solves the problem you identified. So in simple, this phase is generally needed for ideas where we take a lot of ideas here. So I have a quick question. So if we want to make an app to reduce the wastage of food, what all features can we include it? So come on, put in that chat thing. If we want to make an app which reduces the wastage of food, what all the features we can include in that app? Yeah, we can include a feature of veg and non-veg. We can separate it by veg and non-veg. Yeah, some more guys answer. Donate the leftover food, location, yeah, waste detector, food requirements for each person, yeah, show amount of food waste every day, yeah, a feature to get the food taken from doorsteps. Yeah, this is a good idea. Still, I expect more ideas. We can also use this app like not only feature what type of waste, dry waste or wet waste. Okay. We can give how to cook tasty food so it can't be wasted. Yeah, we can give recipe suggestions as mentioned, user food preferences, yeah, showcase the need people will be delivering food. Yeah. So I got many responses. We can use all these features like to tell in short food community food sharing hubs where we can notify each other if there is any leftover food, or we can just share the food to each other in our uh, apartment or colony or something, or we can give the food to or we can notify that to the orphanages or old age homes or etc too. And carbon footprints generated due to food waste. Okay. Yeah, we can make a recipe generator. So we can put all the ingredients we have to generate a recipe over it. And we can also uh, track expiry dates of the food items we bring or expiry items which we had in uh, things, or the items which are left over in our kitchen. Yeah, someone gave an answer with that collaborates with restaurants and hotels. That is also a good idea. Can include a menu planner. Yeah, I'm happy that you guys are so interactive. Composting and reframing and restoring. Yeah. So, yeah, we can use such methods and we can see all these are ideas. We these are just ideas. We are not going to judge this is a good idea, this is a bad idea, this idea will fit, this idea will not fit. We'll just take all the ideas we have and just start making or putting it into a prototype, which we discuss in the next slide. So next we'll move on to prototype, where we bring ideas to life. So you guys gave all these ideas. So now we'll think like each ev- like each and every idea is possible to implement or not in this prototype phase. So prototyping involves creating tangible representations of ideated solutions. So yeah, as I mentioned, it creates a representation of solution. It enables rapid experimentation, like where we can experiment our ideas on this prototype. So like our idea works or not, and iteration. And it also allows us to refinement and enhancement of concepts before full scale implementation. Before implementing it to the full scale, we can refine our concepts. If anything goes wrong, we can just come back, take another idea and put into this prototype. So as you all given here a lot of ideas, we can just pick a five ideas from it, like community food sharing hubs, recipe planner, um, collaboration with restaurants, etc., and data collection, etc. So, and make it a prototype. So, we can just make a prototype for this app by making some wireframes, etc., and just check whether they'll all fit or not, whether they are possible or not. So that comes to prototype phase. And then, okay, someone asked what are wireframes. So wireframes are generally a basic outline of a website or app. Like if you just open your mobile and open any app like Swiggy, Zomato, or Instagram, etc., you'll just after opening you'll just get a page, like the main page. So that outline of that main page is basically called a wireframes. Is that clear? I hope it's clear. Next, we'll move on to the next phase called test, where we gather feedback and iterating. So this test phase generally involves gathering feedback from users through usability tests and user feedback sessions. So as the name itself tells, testing our product. We just give our product to some of the users to use and get feedback from them. So if the feedback is positive and nothing to be changed, we can release that product. If they give some any feedback or you should change this or that, your product is does not contain this, or your product don't didn't have that feature. So again we have to look back and we have to, as I told, this is not a linear process. Again, by that user feedback, again, we'll go to that define phase. We define the core problem of that, and then we come to prototype and and then we ideate on that particular problem, and then again, we include it into the prototype, and then again, it will come out to test. So, yeah, that's that's what I mean. This is a non-linear process. Okay. So if prototype includes wireframing, then the design and color come under which step? Hmm, So design and color doesn't come under particular step, but it can come under test phase. Like if you give a particular design and color to that thing and user may like or dislike that particular color or design. So again, you go back and change it. You got it right. So yeah, that's all we see in these phases of design thinking. Next, we'll move into user empathy. So, what is user empathy? What do you think of user empathy? What is the first things that popped in your mind after listening to user empathy? So, I guess you can text what you thought of user empathy. Problems faced by the users, understanding about how user feel. Yeah, it's related to understanding the needs and how user feel, user comfort. Yeah, it's true. What is the need of the people? Yeah, many people are guessing it right. How the user think about the product. Yeah. So user empathy uh, is the foundation of creating products and services that truly resonates with your target audience. What is the need of user and what the market wants? Yeah. User empathy is the foundation of creating products and services that truly resonates with your target audience. Like, this is a concept. It's not just a buzzword, but a fundamental principle that can transform the way we design and interact with the world around us. So, yeah, as we know, user empathy is the ability to put ourselves in the shoes of users, to see the world from their perspective and understand their feelings and thoughts and needs to build a product. It involves a deep, immersive understanding of us, of their challenges and motivation. Guys, I request you not to text. I'll see all your doubts uh, when I ask you. So I may not see some of your queries. Okay. So yeah. So by knowing by now you should able to understand what user empathy is. So empathy in context is user experience design. It basically it has many terms or many definitions. It the base or the particular thing is it is used like or so it is the user experience design which actively listen and observe the users with engaging with their stories and creating feedback or getting feedback from them, and then we create a solution that truly resonates them. So that's what user empathy generally means. So why is user empathy important? Why should we really stress the word user empathy and discuss it for this much time? So why it is important? Because it enhances the user experience. Like it makes users to how can I say that? Like it makes users to collaborate with us and tell their experience or problems about that product. It drives it drives innovation. When we understand unique challenges we can create innovative solutions. So we can say it drives innovation, it builds trust among the users, and it fosters inclusivity. Like it helps us recognizing our product by the customers and accommodate diverse user needs and ensure that our designs are inclusive and accessible to all regardless their background, availability, circumstances, etc. So this is the most important thing in user empathy. We can really accommodate and ensure the user needs. So how can we cultivate user empathy among us? Can anyone answer how can we cultivate user empathy among us? Someone asked how will we implement this in our idea or venture? So when when we engage with the users or when we just listen to their problems and observe their things, then we can really know what we want to create as a product for them. I hope you are clear. I'll give you an example so that you all can get some familiarity and you can understand it better. So first answer me this question. How to cultivate user empathy among us? Simply asking questions about the product. Yeah, it is one of the thing, but that one is not enough. By actively seeking user input, yeah, by using our own product from point of view of customers, yeah, we can do that. We can build community with all users. Yeah, interacting with the users. So let me tell you what are the qualities we need to cultivate user empathy among us. So firstly, we need active listening. So we should listen to the consumers or customers, and we should and secondly we need user observation. Like we should observe everything in detail, and then we need to create an empathy map to visualize user attitude and map out user journey to identify pain points and moments of delight. And then we need persona development. So yeah, coming as I said the word persona development, persona means something uh, like an imaginable character or something. Like we are just assuming an imaginable character in using our product and just just getting reviews from it. So that's how we do persona development. Someone asked what is persona development. Are you clear or should I repeat it once again? Like assuming an imaginary character which is using our products. Yeah, thank you, clear. And then we have to design a product and collect feedback from that. And based on our feedback, we should iterate or like if our feedback is nice, we can successfully make our product into the market. If not, again we have to go back, check where we made a mistake, or uh, do we need any other things in extra so that we can make our product better, etc. Someone asked what is exactly pain points. Does that refer to problem and issue faced by users? Yes, pain points is like exactly at what point the user is facing an issue or problem with that uh, product or etc. or app. Okay. Let me give you an example. So, a healthcare startup wants to design a mobile app to help chronic disease patients to manage their conditions better. So, can you guys just tell me now what can that healthcare startup can do to develop an app based on the things we discussed before? So, we need to basically develop an app which helps the patients to uh, manage or notify about their disease or like notify to take medicines, etc. Yeah, ask nurses about patient. Can you listen to me now? Like, am I audible now? Can you just text me? Am I audible or not? Yeah, thank you. So, yeah, we'll just go back with our question. So, someone told just put features like identity of disease, medicines prescribed, time, and notification services that helps themselves to take those at correct times. Yeah, usage of tutorials, personalized notifications, we can include in that app. Use patient's data, we can include that too. Personal contact with doctor. Yeah, these are all, yeah, keep health track on app, medical history. We can include all these things. So by user empathy, we can conduct home visits and observe patients during their daily routines, held in-depth interviews with both patients and healthcare providers. We can design an app which mm, uh, not only provides medication reminders but also include other features like which connects a voice call feature, which connects other patients with the same disease or thing. They can also have time to time reminders for taking medicines. Yeah, give workout suggestions, and we can also track and share our progress with the doctors, etc. So yeah, this is an example for user empathy. And next we'll move on to user research. Okay, what do you think about user research? Give me answer for this. Am I audible? What do you think about user research? Type something that comes to your mind. User background research and requirements, understanding your core user base and what identifies them overall, understanding the target market, research about customers, just comfort or just comfort or product, selecting the target audience. Yeah, all these answers comes under this user research. So user experience research is systematic investigation of our users in order to gather insights that will inform in the design process, as mentioned here. And why do we, what is the purpose of user research? So, as mentioned here, the purpose of user research is to put our design project into the content, like into the users, and which helps us understanding the problem we are trying to solve, which tells us who the users are, what context they'll be using in our product or service, and ultimately what they need from us as a designer. So that's all. That is the purpose of user research. And as mentioned here, the end goal is to create products and services that people want to use. So yeah, the basically the mm, main and end goal of this user research is to create products and services that people want to use. So I have a line written down which says the mantra in UX design is some user research is always better than none. Yeah, as it mentioned, we need to do some user research than directly releasing our product into the market and then facing a lot of struggle or not getting much profits we expected from that product. By so by doing user research, we'll get to know some or more information about our product in the market. So that's all about the user research. And then we'll move into ideation techniques. What do you think about ideation techniques? As I mentioned in that ideate phase, we have some ideation techniques. So can anyone answer what ideation techniques I mentioned in that ideate phase? Come on, guys, answer. Someone, I'm asking, yeah, brainstorming, mind mapping, scramper. Yeah. Those are some ideation techniques we have. So yeah, as you all mentioned, various ideation techniques such as scramble, mind mapping, brainstorming, storyboarding, are some valuable tools for stimulating creative thinking and generating innovative ideas. We are going to learn more about this ideation techniques and deep about this ideation techniques in further. So first comes brainstorming. So what do you know about brainstorming method? Any guesses? Dump ideas. Someone told dump ideas. More. I need more. Okay then. Uh, let me tell you. It is one of the powerful tools for generating the ideas and solving problems. Brainstorming is more than a group activity. We do it in a group. It is a structured process that can lead to innovative solutions and creative breakthroughs. So, what exactly brainstorming is? It is a method of generating ideas to solve a problem or address a challenge through spontaneous and free flow of discussion. Yeah, it is a method uh, which generate ideas by a group activity. Like everyone are really involved in that idea generation process. So it is popularized by Alex Osborne in who's an advertising executive in 1940s. See how from how old this brainstorming exists. So the core principle of brainstorming is to create an open and non-judgmentable environment where participants can share their ideas freely. This is the core principle of brainstorming. So here we can just create an open and non-judgmentable environment so that participants can share their ideas very freely. No one is going to judge what your idea is. Like, uh, you'll get more clarity when I come to a example. So I request please everyone to mute their mics. Yeah. Why do we do brainstorming and why is it important? Can anyone tell why brainstorming is important to us? To generate ideas. Yeah, we get a variety of solutions. The correct statement is we get a number of solutions, more number of solutions to try to solve problem. Yeah, yeah. As you all told, this is important to encourage the creativity, and then we get a diverse perspectives. Yeah, someone mentioned different perspectives from different people, so that we every people can learn from each other ideas, and every people can just uh, come through their ideas. Okay, let's take an example. So, bottle company want to be beat the all other bottle companies and be in the top of the market. So, what ideas generally we take for the or let's just brainstorm for this problem statement. That bottle company should be in top. We should modify the bottles. Yeah, new design. Well, you can brainstorm your all your ideas. Everything is unique bottle design. Pricing stats. Sell it. Uh, can you please mute the mic who unmuted their mic? Oh, Aditya, I'm getting disturbance from your mic. Yeah, low prices per bottle, cold and hot features, capless bottle. Is that possible? Capped quality, durability design, yeah, reusable design, eco-friendly material. Yeah, all these ideas can come under brainstorming. Adding features like self-filtrating, use different types of materials. Yeah, easy to carry. Yeah, there are many ideas. Mm, yeah, someone texted what price should we target? Yeah, what are for current leaders in the, yeah, unique branding. Yeah, all these ideas we can take and then make a prototype from this. So next, we'll move on to next type of ideation technique, that is mind mapping. As you all can see in the figure, it's all about this. So this is also one of the methods used for idea generation. Mind mapping is not just a method for note taking or planning. It's it's a way to visualize the thoughts and ideas to make it easier to understand. So all the ideas we can connect from them. It helps. So it also helps in structure information, allowing us to see the relation between different pieces of data. As we have, as we see in the diagram, the thing which is in the middle of this mind map is the core problem statement. So a company want to launch a product from and beat all other companies. So this is the core problem statement. They want to launch a product. So what are the branches or ideas we can take? So the one is target audience, and then the next comes market research, timeline, budget, market strategies. All these are some ideas like we want to go through it. And then for every branch there is a sub branch where we can see like for target audience whom we can target, like what we can target by using user personas or demographics. For market strategies, we can collaborate with content creators, influencers. We can post on social media and do a social media campaign. And for budget, we can see the cost which takes for production option, which takes for advertising, etc. And for timeline, we can just see okay when should we pre-launch or when should we give our product to user testing, when should we launch our product and what happens after launching our product. And market research, we can see computer analysis, industry trends, customer surveys, etc. So the main thing in mind map is to keep in mind is we connect all our concepts together and make an idea out of it. So it is invented by Tony Buzan in 1960s. So why mind mapping? You may uh, see why do we use mind map? So we use mind map to enhance creativity, improve memory retention, and simplify complex info. So every ideation technique has their unique, how can I say, unique feature. Like in brainstorming, where we does, don't judge any person and we can generate many ideas. Where in mind mapping, we can just simplify the complex information and just connect with the other things. So every ideation technique is different from other, but leads to a same output. Mm, I'm not giving any example for this. We'll move to Scramper. So Scramper is also one of an ideation technique used used mostly. So so the name itself can tell in Scramper defines lot, like in the name of scramper, S stands for substitute, where we C stands for combine. Okay, let me explain this. So from the name of scramper, where S stands for substitute, we can just see, we can replace a part of our product or service with another process and make it useful to the product, useful to the persons using the product or not. And C tends to combine ideas, process our products into more efficient output. Like we can combine anything with our product or not. Or okay, let me give you an example to understand. Again, let's take a water bottle a company which wants to stay ahead in the competitive market. So how can we use this scramper method? Just when we think of that substitute, we'll just think, okay, what materials we can substitute uh, in place of plastic to make this water bottle. Can we use steel or can we use any biodegradable material or can we replace anything biodegradable material which decomposes and which is environmental friendly to our bottle or and C stands for combine where combine includes okay what features can we combine with our water bottle like inbuilt filter can we combine inbuilt filtration for our water bottle or we can give us storage supplements for vitamins medicines to take along or can we just give a handle to the bottle to carry it easily and A stands for adapt, where we can adapt an existing idea that might not have worked before to solve a problem. Yeah, combine means adding a new idea. So, how can we adapt the water bottle for different users or situations? Like, how can we make our water bottle useful for athletics or sports persons? Or how can we make our bottle useful to the travelers? There, we use this adapt thing and then modify. As shown here, modify an aspect of your situation or problem. So, okay, what can we modify still in our bottle? So, can we modify the design of the cap or can we modify it to be leak proof or can we make the cap easy to open or can we modify the shape of the bottle or size of the bottle or color of the bottle, etc. comes under modifying thing. And P leads to put to another use. So put to another use, as the name itself says, how can we use our bottle in another way? Not only for drinking water, can we use our bottle for any other thing? Like we have thermoflasks, so we can use it for both hot water and cold water, or sometimes a hot beverage carrier, etc. So like that, we can how can we put another use our bottle? How a bottle serves multi purposes for stakeholders. That we have to think in the P of put to another use. And then E stands for eliminate. Eliminate or simplify a process or idea to get improve it. So what can we eliminate from the bottle or how what can we eliminate from the existing product like unnecessary stuff or some bottles will have external just some bottles will be some plain outside. So can we add some external grip or some bottles will have some external grip outside. So can we remove that? That and all comes under the eliminate phase. And then we go to reverse, where reverse the orientation or direction of the process or product we use. Like in this reverse, we come up with some crazy ideas. Like, can we keep a cap down of our bottle too so that we can open it from down and clean it easily? So that works. Like bottle having two caps, or down we can put something a small box so that we can store our what we can say. Many people will be eating badam every morning so that they can keep their badam down under the bottle, etc. Yeah, someone said remove the cap and use sensor in the bottle. Yeah, please repeat reverse means. So reverse is the in reverse way, we'll just reverse the orientation or direction of the process or product we go. If we go in a one particular direction, now we'll just come to another direction. We'll just see from another point of view. A vacuum sucker which will help to stick it to the places of storage. Yeah, add a storage for medicine in bottles. Yeah, that and all we can do. So yeah, reverse means like just reverse the orientation or point of view you're seeing and make a another point of view and another ideas to your product. Are you clear with reverse? So that helps in scramper method. And then we'll move to storyboarding. So this is also one of an interesting method we have in our ideation techniques. This is widely so where do you think the storyboarding is used most? Any ideas? Guys, any ideas? Where do we use the storyboarding more? Marketing. Okay. Okay. Let me tell you. The storyboarding is mainly used in film and animation things and also in business and education also. So when a film director or a person come up with an story or an idea, they'll just use the storyboarding technique. So it will be easy to visualize for everyone. It helps to translate abstract concepts into clear visual narratives. So what does storyboarding actually mean? So it is visual representation of sequence of events or processes. Like whatever the idea we have, we'll just represent it in visually in a sequential manner in the storyboarding. Like it may contain illustrations or images displayed in sequence or typically accompanying with notes or descriptions. So the storyboarding helps in organizing the thoughts and plan out scenes step by step. As I told, it is mostly used in film and animations. Like it is used for planning out scenes or step by step. So why storyboarding is important? As I told, every ideation technique has its unique uh, image or character. So this is important because it clarifies our vision, it enhances communication, stimulates creativity, and improve organization of thoughts. So as we tell our idea to someone, they may understand or they may not understand it clearly. But if we show it clearly in a fictional or view, or if we show them in a video or photo or something, then they might get an understanding. Okay, this can be like this, or this can be like that. So that's where we use storyboarding. And yeah, I think we came to end of our session. Now I'll just take any doubts. I'll just answer all your doubts. So if any doubts, you can text me. Or if it's difficult, you can just unmute your mic so that, or you can raise your hands one by one so that I can unmute your mic and ask you to speak. Don't worry about attendance, they'll be taken. So someone asked, is the test phase nothing but a pre-launch? It's mostly about that pre-launch, but we can test it before launching also. Like, yeah, it's almost that thing, nothing but a pre-launch. Can can we represent a product in much better way? Either storyboarding. Yeah, we can represent. So if you have any doubts, just you can unmute yourself or raise your hand. I'll unmute. Someone asked, can we get these PDFs? You'll, oh, I forgot. Like, I'll just tell you, you'll get all these short notes in refined way in our Instagram page, and you will get this recording in our YouTube. So, yeah. How's the attendance procedure? Like, don't worry about attendance. Please concentrate on your sessions. We'll take care of that. Uh, so as yesterday, oh sorry, day before yesterday, the instructor told you must have 80% of attendance to get a certificate, and you must complete all the assignments we have given. Test phase can be used as a way to self-marketing too, right? Yeah, we can do self-marketing too. Okay, someone asked, how is user research different from user empathy? User empathy is where we go to users and ask about their problems before making a product. Where user research, we'll go to the customers and ask about our products after making our product. So, did you understand the difference between user research and user empathy? Companies prepared with what they are building as a product, but in empathy phase, they find out it's not really a problem. But people should go with the product still. Uh, I guess a company cannot go with that product still because in empathy phase, people are not really having a problem with that. As like the company that is building the product may already had that product existing, or people are comfortable with the current qualities, so they can't go with that product. What is different between mind mapping and storyboarding? Okay, in mind mapping, basically all these ideation techniques are same, but with unique characteristics. Like in mind mapping, we have a core problem statement. We make solutions regarding that problem statements, and from that solutions again we make any other solutions regarding that problem statement. Like we connect each and every solution in that mind mapping. Whereas in storyboarding, we go step by step. We visualize everything by pictures in a cinematic way. Does the test phase of product help it to become product market fit? Yeah, it should help the product to become product market fit. But I can't say it will take the product market 100% because some like people may or may not understand the market strategies. Like or as I told, like this design thinking is not only about people's needs. It's also about the technical facilities available with us and the business things. So we have to combine all the things and check. Yeah, one way to do survey can be Google Forms. Mm, Someone asked user research comes under which phase. So we can take user research in test phase, where we can, like, in test phase, what we do is just uh, get feedback from the prototype we have. That is similar to the user research, where we pre-launch a product and just get a feedback from that. So, ma'am, in design thinking, we have to sync our artist and designer together. Yeah, you have to sync your artistic skills and designing skills with that. And you really need to be creative. Someone asked where and how can we actually do the survey things? Like, can you give ideas? So surveys can be done in many ways, which you will learn in coming sessions. And like we can just go to the we can just gather a group of people, give our product and do a survey, or just we can pass a Google form to do a survey to give a review on our product. These are some examples, and you'll know more about it in the coming sessions. Next class, software requirement. Yeah, in next class you will be going through Fusion thing. So you need to install Fusion. I guess everything they'll tell. So any particular doubts about this session today? Please summarize all sessions as like we already put a message in WhatsApp group summarizing all sessions. So you can please go check it. Is that short notes be provided? Yeah, short notes will be provided in our Instagram page. So please do follow. Scan this Instagram scanner and follow our Instagram. And you can follow our YouTube channel, the Product Design Club IIT Madras, for this thing.